infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the Aquarius reading for July 2022 on what is on your spiritual path for July. I want to remind everybody that these are general readings and may not apply to everybody. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other YouTube tarot readers that you can check out that are wonderful. And also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, as they could give you a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also get in contact with me here in the comments of the video here. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, which there is a link below in the description of the video. And there is only one Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, and I will never solicit a reading to you or ask you for funds through email or a DM. So if you get a message like that from someone claiming to be me, that is not me, and that would be a scam, and please do report it. I'd also like to remind everybody that if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps get the channel into the proper algorithms. All right. Without any further ado, what is on the spiritual path for the Aquariuses for July 2022? 3 cards, please. I only take uprights, and I only take jumpers from the deck. 3 cards, please, for our Aquariuses on what is on their spiritual path for July 2022. All right, 3 of Pentacles. The Death card. 1 more, please. Thank you. All right. We have the Chariot, and on the bottom we have the Knight of Pentacles. So here you either are coming into, or you have been working in a team, implementing your dream, and in the process of this, there's been a profound transition that's taken place within yourself. And concerning how this team plays for you and with you, and what else you can also bring to the table. And then we have the Chariot card. This is confidence. So this profound change is bringing an immense confidence, drive, and bringing about this newfound ambition. And whatever obstacles you have had in this team, you are overcoming them and finding a balance. And at the bottom, this is all hard work. This is hard work. This transition into this is going to be hard work, but it's going to be well worth the hard work. So stay on your routine. This process may take some time. So it's also important in this transition to be patient with yourself, because ultimately this is where we end up. So let's find out a little bit more. We'll get 3 cards from the Yogic Path deck. 3 cards, please, for what is on our Aquarius' spiritual path for July 2022. Yeah. All right. 3 cards, please, for our Aquariuses for what is on their spiritual path. Three cards, please. 3 cards. Thank you. We have Kapha. Oops, excuse me. All right. Now at the bottom we have Saya. This is truth. So there's this truth that's coming to the light. This inner truth bringing about this transition. So Kapha is a earthy, grounded, kind of a worldly endeavor. So this might be in the field of your business. Now, spirituality is not always about being a monk and living in a cave or being a saint. Love can be part of your spiritual path. Business, finance, this can also be part of your spiritual path. The spiritual path is anything in life. Then we have Anahata. So this is the heart chakra. And then we have Muladhara, and this is the root chakra. So we have this earthy groundedness, the heart, and this earthy groundedness again. So you're kind of moving from this earthly groundedness into this spiritual groundedness. And this is allowing you to open your heart to yourself, to your true potential. All right, let's get 3 cards, 3 messages from the Wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it, for our Aquariuses, for what is on their spiritual path for July 2022. 2 more cards, please. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. Take them how they popped. All right, we have the devotee card. It's offering his gifts of song to the divine. So this speaks to going from this earthly groundedness to this spiritual groundedness into your heart, into your full potential. And again, when I said that business can also be part of the spiritual path, and this is asking to offer this gift that you have to the divine. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go and give your money someplace, but within your heart, offer it and recognize that everything springs out of the divine. Everything is bubbling up from this divine energy. And so to give thanks, a wonderful practice is just to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And this changes the vibration into a attitude of gratitude, as they say. And the card says, your skills are the gifts you can share with others. So you have been sharing your skills and your gift, and there's perhaps a gift that you have perhaps kept hidden. These people that you work with don't know that you're the chariot rider. They don't know the level of determination and ambition and willpower that you have. And the potential success that you have under your belt here. But this card is saying, share. Your skills are the gifts you can share with others. So you're coming to this realization with this transition, with the illumination of the sun peeking out, and then with the yellow of the card, that your gifts are starting to emerge within this, and you've been kind of holding them back, and the Spirit is saying, like, let go of the reins. You see, this chariot rider is not holding reins. Let go of the reins and share your gifts. Let your gifts flow. And the white Mahakala, the god of prosperity and wealth, his message is, wish others wealth and happiness, yours will come too. So this is this moving from the earthy groundedness of, like, I'm grounded, I've got mine, to this spiritual groundedness, to where this feeling of I do have mine, and I can be open with this heart and wish others wealth and happiness, knowing that mine is also coming. And then practice Chode. Extend your awareness to the energetic edges or boundaries of the universe. So this open heart and this chariot, you are extending your energetic energies out. And you're extending them out for this. Kali Torma, the goddess of time, her message is conquer ignorance and delusion through helping others. So you're extending your energetic boundaries with your gifts, with this open heart, this drive forward, essentially to help others, wish others well, share in your gifts. All right, let's get 3 cards from the Gita deck, please. 3 cards for our Aquariuses for what is on their spiritual path for July 2022. 3 cards, please. Thank you. Is it stuck? All right. Immovable Himalayas. This one is too. The time of death. All right. 1 more card, please. Ooh, all right. We have protection and our enemy. All right. So this profound transition that you're making into this chariot rider with this willpower, you're going to be immovable. Nothing is going to stop this chariot from moving forward. Then we have the time of death. Now we have 2 death cards, but I don't get a physical death hit off of this. This is speaking to this goddess of time, time of death. This speaks of helping others, this transition. And the Spirit is reminding you in this transition, there might be some hesitation. There's a fear taking place here. That if you reveal this and step into this, that there will be disaster, but the divine is reminding you that you are protected. Now, this fear, if I can get this up here, this fear comes from, if you notice, the spur on the Death Rider's foot here is pointing to a cave in the hillside. That cave is the cave to the underworld on the other side of the river Styx here. The cave into the underworld. So there is the hesitation comes from the fear that this is going to draw you into darkness. But you see that this chariot rider and this Knight of Pentacles is in the light of day. This is bright energy. So you have protection. You're not going to go into darkness. You're only stepping into light. So don't let the mind deceive you. And then we have our enemy. So the enemy that this speaks about is the mind. There's a saying that the mind makes the mind is a perfect servant, but a horrible leader. And it wants to be in control, and this is our enemy. And this is where this fear is coming from, this holding back, this essentially keeping you from the light. Because the mind knows when you reach the light, you're going to be on top of the mind, and it's not going to be in the driver's seat anymore. You're going to be driving the chariot once this enemy is revealed to you. And then when the mind is illuminated in the light, it becomes the best of servants. All right, let's get 3 cards, please, from the Gods and Goddesses deck for what type of divine energies are on Aquarius's spiritual path for July 2022. 3 cards, please. Thank you. Nandi, Surya, Yamuna Devi. Not too familiar with that, so we'll have to check out the back of that. Nandi Mundi, he's the carrier of Shiva. This is what Shiva rides on. And in a sense, these are sphinxes that are pulling the chariot here. You're stepping into this chariot mode, and the divine is going to be moving you forward. It's his blessings are the ability to carry out one's duty, the ability for ever increasing service, sharing your gifts with others, wishing others well, the knowledge and understanding of one's duty. And this is where this transition is coming in, because you're recognizing with this open heart that you have a greater duty here, and that you must transition into this place of success. And then we have Surya, the sun god, as the sun emerges, illuminating this success and this hard work. The great mantra for him is Aditya Hridayam Punyam Sarvswatru Vinashanam, and he is the sun god. And as you see, he is also riding the chariot. And his blessings are honor, status, fame. So you're stepping into a more powerful position, if you will. Overcoming these obstacles. Respect and power. So in this team, you're stepping up as you see this figure here, is stepping up. They're all looking at this man or woman, this person. They're all looking up at him in this team, and you're taking this leadership position. Yamuni Devi, the goddess of purification. So this sharing with others and wishing others well, conquering the mind. This open heart. These are purification acts. And just by stepping into this, stepping past this place where you feel like you might slip into darkness, this is the purification from these worries about that. And you'll see that you actually end up in the light. Let's check out the back here. Self-purification, joy, divine playfulness, absorbed in spiritual truth. Attachment to God's personal form. Personal form. So, if the spark of our soul is within you, and this spark is a piece of the divine, a part of the divine. So how far away from you is the divine if it is actually right within you? But there's some cobwebs of the mind that have to be cleared to get to this light. And if you look at a bonfire and a tiny flame, this is the same fire. One just looks bigger and is burning a little hotter. But with the right kindling, that little fire, that little flame can easily turn into a bonfire. So this is reminding you of who you are beyond time and space, beyond death. This immovable self that's always present. It's just the mind clouds the vision and distracts us with these types of worries from our true nature. So the conquering of the mind is going to be key for Aquariuses in July. All right, this is the Morgan Tarot's deck, which I really like because it reminds me a lot of the book Remember, Be Here Now by Ram Dass. All right, what is on the spiritual path for our Aquariuses in July 2022? 3 cards, please. 3 cards for our Aquariuses. As above, so below. 2 more cards, please. There is no you. 1 more card, please. One more card. In the hand. All right. So, as above, so below. This speaks kind of to what I was just speaking about of the fire of God is the same fire that is you. Nothing happens in this physical world that doesn't first begin in the spirit. So, and these are actually from this immovable place. This above and below are one. And that's where you see, oh, there is no me as this individual flame, but there is only this larger flame of the divine, and that is existing as you. There's a saying, God isn't playing with you, God is playing as you. So when this is realized, you realize, oh, there is no me. This me that is worried and has all these, oh, I got to do, all this stuff is a construct of the mind. And when the mind is caught out in the light, these concepts vanish. And you realize you're not who you thought you were. And this sounds like a heavy transition, but the divine is giving you a helping hand. You have protection on this path. But you must transition. And you must allow yourself to transition from this earthly energy into this spiritual energy. All right, let's get 3 cards from the Thoth deck. What are some hindrances for our Aquariuses for July 2022? Mm-mm. 3 cards. What are some hindrances? Three cards. Give it to me. 3 cards, please. Knight of Wands. The Magus. One more, please. Okay. Princess of Discs. All right. All right. We have this fiery sense of adventure. So when you do step into this, there will be like I said, this sense of adventure. And you are going to be inspired to do a lot of different things with this position. And the divine is saying, slow down and be patient and let the process happen. Again, with the Magus, this urge to manifest, like, I'm going to do this. Set in this energy with this team for a minute. Because there's still a lot to learn from this energy before. So these are speaking to use patience. We have the Princess of Discs. And this is the energy of, again, with opportunities. As you can see, she's seizing the moment in this card, and she's also surrounded by this yellow. But her staff is pointed down, and the chariot is pointed up. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities that pop up for you. And the divine is saying, once again, patience. So the hindrance here would be a lack of patience in this. Allow yourself to fully transition and integrate into this energy. Because these energies will take you from this spiritual groundedness and take you back into this earthly groundedness. There's nothing inherently wrong about this, but if we're wanting to move forward on the spiritual path and reach this full potential, the Spirit is saying, just be patient on this. The time will come for this, but right now we want you to integrate this and stay in this spiritual energy. All right, let's get one card, please, from the Dreamscapes Oracle deck. Oh, boy. Now, you know that's too many. Well, we'll take them. There. Okay, I'll do that. All right, we have the White Buffalo, auspicious. Oh, there's a lot more here. Come on, bud. All right. There's an auspicious sign to look out for on your spiritual path. And you're going to have to use your intuition on this for these signs and spiritual vision on your spiritual path. And the Fawn, being patient, being gentle with yourself in this transition seems to be key. Then we have the Serpent. The Serpent seems to be the mind at play here, trying to keep you from this Chariot energy, this open-heartedness. And this can also be others, perhaps in this team, that don't like that you've stepped up to the plate and that you are, in a sense, outdoing them in many ways. But that is not your problem. That's their issue to integrate. Don't make their problem your problem. And the Light. You are stepping into the light, riding in the light. Not only riding in the light, but you are reaching up and grabbing the light. You're seizing this energy because this is your destiny and this is your rightful place. Don't play small. Step into your greatness. All right, let's get two or three messages from the Oracle of Rama deck. What is on Aquarius's spiritual path for July 2022? We pick a card from here first. Shartrugna is Rama's brother. And he brings the power of destroying obstacles. Those who are jealous, this play of the mind is destroying the obstacles. You're protected in this time. And it is safe to step into this energy. This is your time 2 messages, please, for our Aquariuses, for what is on their spiritual path for July 2022. All right. Oh, there's 4 here. All right. These messages are very small, so an obstacle is overcome, but the grief remains. So in this team, this obstacle of this jealous energy, you're overcoming that, but there, of course, is this feeling of separation from this person who you once felt a kinship with. But you're overcoming, and now that issue is theirs to deal with, and when they deal with it, they will come back around, I feel, and see, wow, like, we needed you here. To our rational mind, the situation looks grim. So again, with this tunnel into darkness, into the underworld, to the mind, and again, this is what the mind is playing at. To the mind, this looks grim. But we see that on the other side of the mind is this light. So don't listen to the narrative that the mind is telling about this darkness. Again, a great person removes obstacles. So, and I feel this great person is you. You are removing this obstacle of the mind. You are stepping into your position of power and overcoming the obstacles, whatever they may be. A significant reunion occurs arranged by a friend. So there is going to be a falling out with this person. But others on the team are going to say, oh, they are going to work to reunite and rekindle this flame of kinship between you, because even though you are in your power, all pieces of the team or all spokes on the wheel are important to keep the structure of the wheel in shape. It's all necessary. And so, like, this team, it is important. It's not just you by yourself, but there's a team play, and you are just bringing your gifts and your talents to the forefront. So let's get 3 cards from the Tiny. Let's see. I've said this a couple times, and I still can't remember what it's called. There it is. The Inner Self Guidance Cards is what this Tiny is called. I call it the Tiny because it is super small. All right. We'll split the deck, which is large, and we'll take the tops of the deck. Yellow, orange, red. All right. There's a transition taking place. Listen. Get support. Gentle, quieted heart. Again, with the heart chakra. So this is listen to your inner heart. Don't listen to the mind. Listen to your inner heart and these signs that you are going to receive from the divine. And also, when this friend comes in to reunite you with this other, it's important to be open and listen to them. Get support, because you need the team. Like I said, the wheel needs all its spokes to keep its shape and its function. Without the spoke, the structure of the wheel becomes compromised. It's like legs on the table. You need all the legs to keep it up. So this is the support that it's talking about here. And gentle, quieted heart. Now, coming into your open heart, stepping into this, into your willpower, into your success, your drive forward with ambition, but being gentle with yourself in this transition, being patient. So, 3 final cards. What would you like to leave Aquariuses on for what is on their spiritual path for July 2022? 3 cards for a parting message for our Aquariuses. Where can I put this? Ace of Wands. All right. Six of Wands. One more, please. Two of Swords. And can we scoot this up? And we have the Page of Swords. So this transition is bringing an immense level of growth. This is profound change, profound growth. Stepping into this place of honor with your ambition and willpower. But there's a choice that has to be made. And this feels like the mind energy of Gin, of being in the darkness. She can't see. Where's that owl? Using your divine intuition to make this transition is going to be a choice for you. And at the bottom we have the Page of Swords. Now you're finding new ways to communicate about this, about your gifts and about how you want to implement these. This is all part of this transition that you find yourself in. Let's see what's underneath. And so again, the Emperor, this is a leader. You're stepping into the leadership role. This is your true place. This is where you're meant to be. So, conquering the mind, realizing you're not going to slip into darkness if you reveal these things. Realizing there may be obstacles, but your obstacles will swiftly be removed. And the divine is protecting you, helping you, and removing obstacles. And you are also removing obstacles. So this is where we will end this reading for Aquariuses, for what's on your spiritual path for July 2022. If any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It is most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you for listening and watching and just for being. And Aquariuses, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.